I think that it's not that it's too much. I think it's just too much mediocre.
Yes. Yo, what's up, everybody? Today we're gonna do something a little bit different.
Yeah.
Honestly, we couldn't really find something that was
Worth talking about, to be honest.
Yeah, so we decided for today, and maybe we could start doing this more often. We're gonna start this new segment on this channel, and we're gonna call it Couch Talk,
Yeah.
where we kind of just talk about stuff in the film or TV industry that we want to talk about, or maybe new news that just got released. So we hope you guys like this one, and next week we will come back to just reviewing stuff as usual. We're just trying a little something new, you feel me?
Yeah.
But one thing I really wanted to talk to you about
Uh-oh.
that just came out recently, Tom Holland's new suit, the new Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's new suit.
Yeah.
What do you think about it, bro?
Man, Spider-Man's new suit, I actually think it looks really freaking good. Like,
Hell
to
yeah.
me, this is probably one of the better suits I've seen on screen. It's up there with the TASM 2 suit.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie to you. Because, like, the eyes look a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
You know, he has the raised webbing on the suit.
Like Toby?
Yeah. So, you know what I think, too? And I seen that there's this theory people said is his inspiration for this suit is from both of them when he's seen them.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to lie, if you see in that footage of him on the street and he's, like, waving at people and stuff, he has the classic suit where, you know how Spider-Man had that little spider in the back of his,
yeah.
you know, and none of them had that. Toby didn't even have that either. So I think he kind of came up with that himself, but he probably thought Toby's was cool with like the raised webbing and then the long spider a little bit in the front where
Like,
it's pretty big in the front,
like
you know
Andrew
what I mean?
Garfield's.
Like Andrew Garfield. So I think he's definitely getting inspiration from both Spider-Mans.
Hell yeah, and you can even tell like the belt line on Tom's new suit looks a lot like Andrew Garfield's suit. So I think it's really cool. And honestly, because a lot of people are saying like, oh, it's not the same from the final swing of No Way Home or whatever. I think it is the same suit.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna
just
say
that
we just didn't see it good
in
enough.
the right lighting.
Yeah,
You know what I mean, it looks a lot darker in the room that they showed it or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think the suit looks really fucking good, and I love the fact that they have the web shooters.
It's
all
like
the outside hella big and bulky, bro. I love that so much.
I thought it was
so
dope too,
bro.
Yeah.
I think that's so clean. And besides the suit being damn near perfect,
Yeah.
I am a little bit scared of this new Spider-Man movie.
Me
With
too.
a lot of stuff that's coming out.
Me too.
I seen the Hulk might be involved in it.
Yeah.
Punisher is gonna be involved in it.
Mr. Negative.
Scorpion, like they're adding a lot of these guys, and I'm kind of like,
Yeah, it's like there's too many cooks in the kitchen.
yeah, and that's one thing I'm like, can y'all just leave Spider-Man alone for the one time?
Yeah,
bruh?
like I get what you mean. It's like how they started his movies. It was, and I think the thing that took people out was the whole Iron Man Jr. thing.
Yeah,
But it was a very grounded story where he was just trying to stop, you know, the Vulture and just stop him from dealing this technology and stuff. It was like, all right, that's cool. It's solid. He just stops a plane. They have this big fight. He sends him to jail. It was cool. It was very clean cut, pretty Spider-Man. But I just think they're going to try to go back to the original Spider-Man now that he's out of the high school phase, because am I the only one that kind of felt like it didn't feel like Spider-Man when he was in high school? And I get it. They're trying to make it more modern because they don't want to do the whole thing like, you know, hey, nerd, and throw him in a locker and all that stuff. It's very like 1960s or whatever time the comic came out. I just feel we would still fuck with it because, I mean, they just did the Fantastic Four and it worked.
Yeah, exactly.
It worked, you know?
I'm not gonna lie. I hope that they just do like a college type of
yeah.
thing where he's going to, you know, community college or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's learning like, you know, different stuff and is improving him also being Spider-Man. Or whatever, you know? I think that would be really sick. And then they could add in, you know, Dr. Connors and stuff.
Yeah,
like that, you know what I'm saying? So they could introduce characters like that at his college or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that would be kind of cool. Or he like interns for someone that's like cool with Kurt Connors or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So they could for sure add on stuff like that. And with all the villains that they're adding, bro, I feel like as long as they do it kind of like how Fantastic Four did it, where it's like a montage of him kind of like, this is how I've been handling stuff since
for the last 6
seen me
months or
whatever.
something. Yeah. Or the
like,
last couple years.
Yeah, it's like him fighting Scorpion. You know, maybe you see him like webbing up Mr. Negative, stuff like that. Like, we don't actually see them. They're not like big villains in the movie.
Yeah.
They're kind of like
background.
Oh, Spider-Man actually has a cool rogues gallery now.
Yeah. To just show what he's been up to type of thing.
Yeah, because honestly, I think that's one thing that a lot of like comic book movies miss out on.
Yep.
They're so one and done with their villains.
Yeah.
And I think that messes us up because like one of the things that people love about comic book characters, like look at like Batman, Spider-Man, like the rogues gallery are like
so
their main
crazy.
part of their characters, and it's like if you're killing off each villain after each movie, or locking him up and never showing him ever again, it's like that's no
what's the
fun
point?
for real. Like,
What's the point of the character if we're never gonna get to play around with this character again or see what's up with him?
And I get what they're like. I do get it's like you can't keep the same villain for every single movie or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like you could have a scene in the beginning of the movie where Doc Ock or Scorpion breaks out of jail and Spider-Man has to stop him, and that could be like the intro to the movie or something like that. It's like you're still showing like all these villains are still around, and he still has to deal with them or whatever. You know what I mean? But like there is the main villain of the movie. Or
if it's like Venom or whatever, it's like you could
like
still have all these other these other things in it. But the reason I'm thinking that, even how you said like, oh, he stops Scorpion and then Mr. Negative, I think Mr. Negative is going to be the main villain of this movie because they're not going to waste this guy. I heard it was Steven Yeun who's playing Mr. Negative.
Really?
I heard that, yes. That's a rumor that's going around right now because they said they seen him on set or something like that. And a lot of people think that he's going to be playing Mr. Negative.
Are they just saying that because he's Asian?
I don't think so. I mean, he's around the same age as the character.
Yeah. I get
you. And I think he looks the part, to be honest. Like, he looks pretty fucking good to be.
Throw a suit on him.
Yeah,
that would be kind of sick. I can see it. That'd be cool.
And plus he's a goated actor, so I think he would definitely do his thing. But that would just be kind of interesting. It's like Spider-Man versus Invincible.
That'd be pretty sick. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I don't know. I just think that their idea for this movie, they better execute this cool, and it just kind of leads me into what I'm thinking in general of the problem with a lot of these newer projects, because it seems like we're going backwards a little bit in a good direction of certain comic book movies where we never really seen comic book movies this comic booky.
I get what you mean, yeah.
Where it's like Superman was very comic book. Fantastic Four was super comic book. And then it's like the Spider-Man suit, they're going backwards to the traditional Spider-Man suit. We don't need to modernize it.
No random black lines on the suit.
You know,
like that.
And he's not going to have the eyes that could adjust anymore and stuff. It's like, if they really wanted to do it cool, they can even go a Deadpool route where he just has the weird eyes. You can kind of express it a little bit.
You don't even got to explain it. Like, he just has the crazy eyes that
if he like has a Spidey sense, it's like the eyes kind of widen a little bit. You know what I mean?
Cool.
Like,
because the reason why they did the technical one is
to do that.
To do that, but like to make it make sense on why they do that. But honestly, I think now at this point, bro, like you said, they could just give him like Deadpool type of eyes.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
they could just move on their own however he wants it. Because that's the one thing I liked about the Tony Stark suits, that he was able to be expressive with his eyes. Because like Toby really didn't have that for reals.
Yeah.
Andrew had to do it physically when he was in his Spider-Man suit. Like, he had to actually show how he was expressing himself. But Tom was able to like use his eyes in ways to express himself as Spider-Man, which I hope that they do keep that. You know what I mean? And I kind of like that this is like it pulls from all three Spider-Men that we've seen in live action, and it makes it to like the best suit out of all three of them. And there's a little bit of nitpicks that I have with the suits. I'm not like super crazy with it. I do think the Spider logo is a little bit too low.
I know what you're saying.
I wish it was a little bit higher because honestly, like. And even like I said earlier, like the belt thing that Andrew had that like looks like Tom is gonna have on his new suit, it worked more for Andrew because Andrew's like more tall and lanky, but Tom is more like short and stocky. Yeah. So I wish they kind of had like a suit that like fit his
him better.
body a little bit.
I know what you mean. That's what's crazy. That was a lot of people's argument as well, is that they kind of said that he looks a little bit interesting in the suits. Yeah, that's the best way I could say.
Wonky kind of. But it looks good though.
Yeah, I think the suit looks cool. I just think they're gonna fix it in post because sometimes you'll see like set photos of like even when you see Andrew Garfield in set photos, it kind of looks a little goofy or whatever. But I think it'll be cool once they get it in post and everything.
Yeah,
like
they'll change it up for sure. But like one thing that I'm a little bit scared of, and I think Tom Holland has had this problem with all of his Spider movies for the most part. He's always like being little broed by somebody. Like babysat by another character. And I feel like Punisher is going to be that character for this movie.
This new one?
Where he's going to be babysitting through certain things.
You know what? I think I'm going to disagree.
Really?
What I think in this movie, I think that he might be, they might start taking him a little bit more serious. Because, it looks like he grew his hair out, just to kind of show the times going. And I think he might be a thing where he is trying to stop Punisher from killing people. And it's going to be a fight between him and Punisher.
Okay.
But then Punisher is going to realize that it's like, oh, okay, so you're like Daredevil.
Yeah.
Where, like, you're not trying to kill nobody, but, kid, you're freaking OP. Like,
yeah, I get what you mean.
And I think he might end up starting to have a little bit of respect for Spider-Man. Spider-Man might get in a situation with Mr. Negative at the end of the movie, and then Punisher shows up and helps him, like backs him up.
I would like what everything you just said right now.
Except the end.
I hope he does, like, if he fights him during the movie and, like, they kind of have a conversation.
And he just leaves for the rest of the movie.
And then, because I want
it just to be Spider-Man.
Spider-Man to figure things out on his. I mean, even though he kind of did with Mysterio and all this shit, you know what I'm saying? He did have moments where he does fight the villain in the end by himself.
Yeah.
But I think it's important for this one, him coming back, especially off of the back of the last movie, that he does things on his own.
Yeah.
You know
I mean, this would be the first time because he had help from, like, Happy. He had help from Doctor Strange. He had help from this. He had
the other two Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's like there's a lot. So, yeah, I get what you mean. This will be the first real Spider-Man movie, I feel like.
Where he's really solo.
Where he's just Spider-Man, yeah. Because, Toby and Andrew, they were both Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They both just had it by themselves.
They have no guy in the chair, none of that.
The only time both of them had help, I guess, was well, not even Andrew. Andrew never did, but Toby did.
He had James Franco.
Yeah, he had James Franco's Baby Goblin.
Yeah, and Mary Jane's scream that deafened any villain in a 5 mile radius or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
singing too.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. It's so wonderful.
You're so stupid.
But
that shit haunts me.
I swear to God, I wake up in cold sweats since I'm thinking about that. But what I really wanted to get into, I mean, the whole reason why we're doing this video instead of doing a review,
it
seems like nothing good is coming out for us. Like every now and then we'll get a Fantastic Four or a Dexter or a Superman or whatever. But I feel like for the most part recently, it's been a lot of we gotta wait a month and a half, 2 months until something good comes out. Whereas, like, I feel like during like 2016, during 2017 era,
bro,
dude, things were coming out.
They were dropping them like,
and they were
left
good.
And right, and
like
they were good.
Lot of good stuff was coming out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there was a catalog for sure.
And I think the problem is like things got so fast food with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I get exactly what you mean. It's like before, these were home cooked meals.
Yes.
But now it's like, all right, you gonna stop at every fast food place because it's convenient in the moment. It's quick.
Yeah.
It tastes good.
It's decent.
But it's not what you expect.
Yeah.
It's like it's different than when your mom make you homemade like spaghetti or cheeseburger or something. And then it's like I go to McDonald's. It's like it's cool, but
good.
There's something about it, bro, that just tastes like bionic or something. This shit is weird, you know?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I get exactly what you're saying about, it's very fast food with it. Like all of these new movies just seem that way where it's like, oh, okay, this isn't a passion project.
Yeah.
Back in the day, a lot of movies or shows or certain things felt like, oh, you really love this character or you really love the world you're creating right now. You know what I mean? Like with certain, stories like the Harry Potter series or, Stranger Things. That was in that era. So it's like anything after, like I'll say 2016, just kind of started to get
like
a little
2018.
muted. Maybe even 2018, I'll say. I'll even push it a little bit. Infinity War came out like 2018. Yeah, I'll push it a little bit. But even then, it's like Infinity War was good, but it felt like
we're getting little moments.
We were starting to see it bleed into something that was really great.
Yeah, I get what you mean. And I think the main part, like a lot of people say, like Marvel is dead, Marvel died,
Marvel fatigue,
all this stuff, and it's like I don't even think it is a little bit of the content of the stuff that they're putting out.
Yeah,
like.
But it's not superhero fatigue. My bad. That's what it's not.
Yeah.
A lot of people keep saying that.
I do think that Marvel was just pushing out way too much stuff.
Yeah.
That got people like, okay, I gotta watch like 5 shows.
Yeah.
I gotta watch 2 movies to understand this movie, and it's like you gotta do a lot of homework, and it wasn't cheap homework to do.
That's where I was gonna say. I think that it's not that it's too much. I think it's just too much mediocre.
Yes.
Because if we're getting banger after banger, like nobody's going to be mad if they're like, okay, we're dropping 4 seasons all at once of Invincible and it's all hard.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to be like, whoa, this is too much. Nobody. I think we're all going to be like, are you kidding me? And it's hard? Bro, I think it's just that we're tired of not getting what we want. We're tired of people kind of tiptoeing around certain things where it's like, okay, I'm going to make this exactly like the comic, but then I'm also going to change this one part. It's like, why kind of try to do the best of both worlds? Where it's like, this is exactly like Spider-Man's personality. This is exactly like how Spider-Man looks. But on this other end over here, we're going to change like the school the way it is. And then we're going to change this other thing over here the way it is.
And
his friends and then this and then that. And it's like, Why though?
Yeah, that's one thing I don't like.
I just never understood that.
And sometimes it does work, like with the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man show that came out on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
The way they handled his friends and all that stuff, I thought it was cool. You know,
the
him
show
being
was pretty
friends with
good.
Nico and all that. Like, I thought that was dope. But it's not always good.
That's
a
what I mean.
lot of the times,
it's
really bad.
Yeah.
And I think they just expected, since they were at this such high rise with Endgame and Infinity War and all this stuff, that they just expected everyone's going to tune into everything.
Yep.
But it's like you're dropping a lot of mediocre stuff, and for characters who aren't really like well received that much, you're taking a lot of chances by changing stuff with them. Like when Miss Marvel's show came out.
Yep.
Dude.
Yeah, I know.
Like I was gonna tune in. But then they gave her like
weird crystally like.
What the hell, y'all
bro?
doing?
I'm not even one of these guys that just hates on stuff and I didn't give another chance. I actually gave the show a chance.
Yeah.
I checked out a couple episodes, and at first I was just like, okay, I see what this is. This story is probably not gonna be for me, but it might be for like younger girls, right? And then at first I was just like, I don't even know if they're gonna like this.
Yeah, and there were some cool shots in the scene, like where she like lays on the couch and the camera like followed. Like that scene was dope too. I remember seeing that. And I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. But
dude,
and even them using like the bracelets or the bangles that she had, or whatever. I was like, okay, that's a cool way she could like unlock her power. But it's like, just give her the stretching ability.
Yeah, I'm just keeping it real,
like,
bro. Yes.
Why are you tiptoeing around certain things? Like, and I hate when they do stuff like that.
Yeah,
bro. It's so annoying, and you just expect me to. Just be like,
eat it up.
All right, whatever. I guess I'll have to watch this.
Yeah.
It's
like I go to a restaurant and I ask for steak and the guy brings me lobster.
Yeah, it's like, bro, I wanted steak.
And it's like, yeah, but you know, I mean, lobster's still good.
I mean, yeah, it's cool and all, but it's like I came here for steak because I wanted steak.
Like, bro, what's up? I wanted a steak. I said I wanted the steak fritz.
You know what I'm saying?
And y'all brought me a lobster sorbet.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
What's wrong with you?
What's up with you, bro? And there's like, I get that, but I'm saying it's like, yeah, we wanted to serve lobster though.
Yeah. You're out of your mind, dude.
And you trying to play it as steak.
Yeah, I came here for what I wanted, and you gave me something completely different. And I feel like a lot of the studios or whatever, they think they could do this because they have these fans and that will blindly support anything that they put out, regardless if it's good or bad.
Yep.
And I hate that so much.
Yeah.
It's like, and I'm not even like the biggest hater on a lot of things. Sometimes I am a hater with some things. I ain't gonna lie, I admit it. But I just think like, dude, just give us what we came here for.
That's it.
And we'll fuck with y'all. Like how we did back in the day. Like
nobody's gonna be tripping.
You know what I'm saying? And like y'all could
and there was
tweak
slight changes
things.
back in the day too.
And it's like, bro, we still X-Men didn't fucking get their classic yellow suits ever damn near.
Exactly.
And we still messed with it. You know what I mean? It's like
even Falcon, bro, he did not have those type of wings that he had in the comics. They changed it up and made it very upgraded and military. And we thought it was dope.
Yeah, and here's one of the hugest changes. Toby didn't even have fucking web shooters in his movies, and we still loved it.
Yeah. That shit was actually a little bit cooler.
You know what I mean? It's like you could change certain things and we'll like it, but if you make the story overall good, bro. Yes. And I think they just change things and they think that's what's gonna get us to go into watch these movies or watch these TV shows or whatever. It's like,
but it's not. It's not gonna bring us in. Like what brings us in is the character and the story and the world that was already built before. Yes. That's what brings us in. That's what makes us go like, okay, we'll come back and we'll give you all the money y'all want. But when you're just sitting there being like, dude, yes, I know you want steak, but eat my fucking lobster.
Yeah, here's Scar with a hair bun and a receding hairline.
Exactly, bro. That bothered me, bro. I'm like, in the comic, this dude looks heavy metal.
Yeah, oh
he looks clean as hell in the comic. So I'm like, and then y'all gonna go, yeah, give him a man bun and shit. Looks like this nigga works at Cinnabon. I'm like, oh my God, I could see this dude behind the counter at Starbucks.
Yeah, oh God, yeah.
Like, real shit. I've seen 5 different guys in my life that look exactly like Scar. Same size, you know what I mean? Like, he was sitting there kind of shy and shit.
You know what I mean?
Like, oh my God,
what are y'all doing over there, dude?
And then Hulk, like, look, I thought it was cool, whatever, the idea at first of, like, him being Professor Hulk, but I wanted him to go back. They decided to do that whole thing. Like, they're just not giving us what we want.
At all.
That's all I'm saying. Like, they know we want to see Hulk rage out.
Yeah.
They know we want to see, you know, even with, what's his name, bro? Like, the Captain America movie. It was like, we wanted to see more of Red Hulk. He had some dope scenes.
Yeah, for sure.
But, you know, it's just certain things that they're not going to give us, and they're going to bait it that way. It seemed like that movie was going to be a lot of Red Hulk and what, you know what I mean? So, I don't know.
And I think that's a problem a lot with, like, Marvel and Disney, too. Disney does a lot, like, their advertising for these like Marvel shows or any of their projects sometimes suck.
It does.
Like that new Wakanda show that came out.
Oh,
I didn't even know what was happening.
I didn't either. I randomly seen it. I was like, what the hell?
The whole show just came out and we didn't even know about it at all. There's no advertising at all. The reason why Captain America flopped, in my opinion, wasn't because they had Sam Wilson as Captain America. And because I seen like someone at Disney or someone at Marvel was like, the reason why it failed was because it wasn't Steve Rogers. I don't think that's why it failed.
That's cap.
It failed because y'all threw Red Hulk into every commercial, every trailer, every piece of advertisement. Y'all threw Red Hulk.
He's crushing the stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
And he's in the movie for 5 minutes.
Like, what the hell are y'all doing?
Why would y'all do that?
And then they made it seem like in the movie, like, this big secret reveal that it's the leader is the villain. It's like, first of all, if you aren't a huge Marvel fan, you're not even going to know who the hell that is.
Yeah.
Y'all should have had leader in all the trailers, all the advertisements and all this stuff, and have Red Hulk be that crazy secret thing that pops out in the movie.
Yes, not him.
That would have made the movie hit way more.
Way harder.
But the fact that I went to go watch this movie thinking, like, oh, okay, I'm going to see Red Hulk at least throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be a movie where